Good evening, everybody.
What's
Happy,
up?
what is this? Super Tuesday, election night. Hope you guys did your duty and did your vote. No matter who you're voting for, just go do it. And and
I
uh,
did.
now that you've done that, glad you're hanging out with us so you can talk. Yeah,
Yes.
wait a minute. This is Oklahoma's week. We're
Yes,
talking
it
about
is.
Arkansas.
But we're talking about the
I'm
Paranormal
so
Expo
I'm
because of so
I'm
much
I'm
awesome
so
stuff.
confused.
Well, we're talking about the Arkansas Paranormal Expo because of all the fantabulous stuff and people we've met while we were there because it was absolutely amazing. If you did not go, you missed a heck of a event because I
Oh, without a doubt,
mean,
yeah.
all the
Keep
people
telling
there are
people it's a great event.
amazing. And we heard so many awesome stories this year. I mean, so many from teenagers to older generations. There were just so many awesome stories and loved it.
Yeah,
Some
and that's one
incredible
thing about it.
speakers.
That's the cool part about going to these events because you meet with a whole bunch of people and you do hear those cool stories because a lot of people just don't have that opportunity to talk about it. So,
No.
I mean, were you paying
Order.
attention to how many most of the people there at that event and what I say there was 867 people over
Yes.
the
And
two
that's just
days,
the adults.
and there were very few of them were investigators. Most of those were
Yeah,
just people who are interested in it, people who had experiences and just enjoy hearing people talking about stuff. So it's great.
it
I
was.
love that event.
It is an awesome event, and I thank Adrian for inviting us every year and us being there. I am so grateful that I get the awesome creative mindset to do the promo every year because I have fun doing it and bringing in the new pictures each year with the promos. Oh man,
It's fun.
so many awesome pictures. It's fun. It's fun.
And I am
Um,
no longer an Arkansas Expo virgin. I was there. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, in your first year, you were actually on the news with us this
Oh
year.
yeah.
I couldn't
Oh
believe it, man. It was just on the 10 o'clock news, and I never even saw it because I was sleeping. I was so darn tired. And then we all ended up in the newspaper. What, the next day?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the next day.
Sure
Yeah.
did.
Oh, but poor
We-
Kansas. They missed Donna State.
Oh, I
y'all are
know.
famous.
We're famous. I went back to work and I said, "Look, I'm famous." Like my picture is on, or my I was on the news, and then my name is in the paper, and I showed my dad, and I said, "Hey, Dad, look, Wooten's going places."
Yeah.
Woo! That's
Yeah.
so good.
Finally get
Yes,
the respect I deserve.
yes.
It was a great time. That was my second time to be there, and the speakers are, everything's incredible. Rhonda and Adrian and Tina and Heather, everybody does a fantastic job with
Oh,
it.
they do. Rhonda is
Rhonda
such a
never stopped.
sweetheart. She doesn't. She's go,
No.
go,
Never
go
stopped.
from the time I mean, it's amazing how she gets around all over the place because I hurt after 7 hours of walking around all over the
Yeah.
place.
Oh no.
I don't think I saw her sit down at all.
No,
No,
she
she
runs
was.
around, runs around. I think
She
she
was like
sat down and listened to a little bit of everybody's presentation, but her butt hit the seat didn't even get warm, and then she
Yeah.
had to be up again.
Yep.
Yeah, she's always into it. Talk about somebody who's just 100% about the event. So she doesn't do it to enjoy the event. She does it for other people to enjoy the event and to raise money for the museum, of course.
Right.
she was
That's the incredible part is the money
wasn't she?
that they raise.
Well, yeah, but you got people that come in and was like, "Oh, it's not big enough," or "It's not doing that." It's like, well, you don't understand what we're doing it for then.
Yeah.
Because if you looked at the website and you look at the cause and what we're doing it for, you'd understand that we're doing it to raise money for that museum. We can't have it at a convention center to raise money for a museum.
Oh no, but then you have
That way.
overhead. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So no, it's pretty awesome event for what it does. It it is an old building. It does get a little loud in there sometimes because, like we said, everybody telling their story, so everybody wants to talk. And and I think we did good this year as far as the sound goes. So I mean, I could blast people out I
Right.
turn it up. But then if I turn it up too loud, then Tina frowns at me, and then I get in trouble. And then so I down.
There were some amazing speakers there too. Some
Oh, there was.
that I hadn't heard before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
That's some really
actually
good ones.
talked to Miss Pate for the first time.
Oh, did you get a chance to talk to her?
I did get a chance to talk to her, and she gave me an ultimatum. She said, if you watch this season of this show, I will be on your show,
Okay.
That's incredible.
our show.
All
Yeah.
right.
So we're going to watch it. Because I talked to her about a certain incident that happened there and in the area, like 20 minutes away from the area. And she actually worked the case.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's interesting. And she is just a sweetheart. And she doesn't age. She never
No.
ages.
Yeah, she was getting ready to give her second talk, I guess, on Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
Talk on Sunday, and she's passing the table. So I was talking to her off and on all day, and she comes over and she's standing next to the end of her table in that little hallway, or next to the hallway, and she's like, she looks at me and she goes, "Stand here a minute, and you tell me what you feel." So then she walks away and does her thing. I'm standing there while she was working with that family for a few minutes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I started getting woozy myself. So I put my hand down, kind of settle myself. Then I went back over and sat down for a few minutes. Well, I was told, how do I say this? I asked the question when I had my eyes closed, who the heck has been standing here all day? Because she didn't know. She said, he won't talk to me. So, and
So she knew you had a gift.
I heard this voice, but I don't think it was a man's voice. It was kind of like in between. It said, he's a soldier. He's guarding, and he can't talk to you. And that's all I heard. And when she got back, I told her what I had heard, and she's like, yep, he wouldn't talk to me. So I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing or whatever, but that's what came up with me. But she told me, stand there and see what you think. I'm like,
That's cool.
It's like she knew you had a gift. That is awesome.
That's awesome.
Well, that whole time, every time we go there, that one corner, I always feel like somebody's over there. Always.
What? Hey, fun fact: the building's haunted.
No way.
Yeah, way.
Whoa. No.
I would love to investigate that building. I really would.
We had a chance years ago, and they did a hunt after the meet and greet. So terrible because I'm full because I snacked.
Oh no.
So we had a chance to go up into the tower, which they say that's where all the stuff happened. Just as it happened that night, nothing really was going on. But yeah, I'd love to be in there and do a full blown investigation. It seems like it's a cool building with a cool
Very
history.
cool building. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. The history of it itself is just amazing. And then you see all those images in there, and you're like,
yes.
wow.
Especially the room we were in. It was just plastered. The walls are plastered with photos, and it's
well,
really
that chemical core one, I had no idea that was there, and I've been going there for 3 years. And then I saw the chemical one, I was like, oh wow, that is so cool. It's on the way to the bathroom, so it kind of makes you wonder, but
well, you've got to go in. I mean, you got to look at the place. And so we get so busy doing our thing that we forget where we're at and what we're supporting. So it's kind of cool you got to go and take a moment, get away from the table, and just look at what you're supporting. So pretty cool place.
It is.
It is. Cool place. And the experience of being on the TV was.
That was fun. That was a good time.
That was
it was kind of an innuendo, but
what innuendo?
Well, like we were
whose
talking
window?
about
Oh.
exorcisms, and we weren't
Oh,
talking
oh.
about
New
exorcisms.
this year.
yeah, that's right.
exorcisms.
That was bad editing, I think, more
Yeah,
than
it
It
anything.
was very bad editing. It was.
I was like, well,
And new to
we
this
weren't
year,
talking about it.
exorcisms, and then A.M.O.K.
And then they kicked
Right?
us.
And then I'm like, what? No. I mean, you
They
also
may need
hear
an
me in the
exorcism.
background. I'm like, what? We didn't talk about that.
Yeah, that's not what we said. That's funny.
It was really funny. It was really funny. And then the paper, the whole long article in the paper,
That was cool.
that was a very long article. And I was kind of shocked that they quoted me quite a few times. And I was like,
Nice.
Well, because you're like me, you got a big mouth and you want to talk.
I do.
So-
I do.
No, I've been in the paper a couple times and they've been in there, and I steered clear. I let everybody talk. That's good. I enjoy it. So good that you got to enjoy it.
Well, we got us A.M.O.K into the paper too. So
Yeah.
not only were
Yeah.
we on the news, but A.M.O.K was also in the paper. So that was also a big plus for us.
Yes. And we ran out of business cards.
Yes,
Oh,
I ran out of
found-
business cards. I got 2.
I found a secret stash. I forgot it was stuck in
Oh,
the
good.
I got about 20 of them left, and I
Oh,
gave out a few of them over the weekend. So,
Yeah.
but
Good deal.
we got a couple of them.
I got a bunch.
Do you?
Yeah.
I have a bunch here too.
I want to get some of the new ones done, where
Yeah,
it's
for sure. Yeah.
not
Where they're not an
paranormal.
optical they're not an optical illusion.
right. Oh goodness,
That's so funny.
it was funny.
And it took us
We-
like how long before somebody noticed? Was
Oh,
Tina that noticed?
God, it was
Like
Adrian
3
that
months.
noticed.
It was like 3 or 4 months before one of us noticed.
Like, you know, this is paranormal, right? Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
It's all right.
People
At least
get
it's right
They
on the
know
back.
it. They read it real fast. They know what it is.
Oh my
But
goodness.
again,
you were talking about haunted. Sorry.
yeah.
The was it the Arkansas Paranormal Group? I believe that was in the room behind us.
Yeah.
I was over talking to them, and
Ghost chasers.
What's
Yeah, I think that's
The ghost chasers.
they were
Yeah.
by the Ghostbusters.
Arkansas ghost
yeah.
chasers.
that?
Yeah.
Could be they were in the corner, whatever the names were. But
Yeah.
anyway, they were saying that they had several people
ghost
come up
catchers.
to them and were talking to them, and a little girl showed up, and they could actually hear the little girl talking.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
That was kind of cool too. So that, yeah, I do know that it's haunted, so it's kind of cool.
That's pretty
I wonder
neat.
what the little girl's doing there.
Talking to people.
Well, you know that one of the patrons that were coming by said that there's a TB, like behind the building was a bunch of TB graves.
Really?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't tell y'all that. No,
Yeah.
one of the patrons stopped by and they were talking to me at my table. I thought this was at my table. No, it was at my table. And she was saying, well, you know, behind here, that whole area back there is a bunch of TB graves.
Are they marked or is it just in
Unmarked?
that open
No, they're not marked.
field?
And
Ooh,
you have to research to really find it. But
wow.
Well,
That's
then,
I don't know. I haven't researched, but that's what she said.
Huh.
Well, the next time we go out there, we all bring our dowsing rods.
yeah.
We try to find the graves because you can do that. You know that, right?
Well, you know that tree that you took a picture of that's got that aura around it.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah,
kind
that
of the
Is
location.
that area. Oh, neat.
Mhm.
Huh.
And-
yeah,
and-
I know.
and
I
to
took a couple
clarify-
of pictures.
And to clarify, it is the Arkansas Ghost Catchers. That is Rhonda's group.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh.
Well, that's cool.
So yeah.
Huh.
That's really cool.
Good to know.
I knew I got 2 of the words right.
I
But it was so much fun talking to them, and I know we're
Oh, it's fun
standing-
talking to everybody. I love going there.
Yes.
I talked to everybody outside when I got there Sunday morning,
Yeah.
and I tried to invite them all in to get interviews. I don't think anybody did from outside, and I went through every table on the first floor, and then every table on the second floor I talked to. And Pam, we ended up with what, about 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
we did.
No, that's cool. It's hard to pull
Yeah.
people away from their table, but yeah.
It is.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and some of
I
them were
had a
so.
lot of people from like the patrons just come by and they wanted to talk. They didn't want to sit in the chair, but they wanted to talk.
Yeah.
So I was trying to be loud enough that the mic could catch them. I don't know if it did. I haven't gone back to really look at the videos. But I mean, some of their stories, especially that old man with the cane, he was talking about how we needed to go to the hot springs and investigate there.
Cool.
And he's like, there is so much in this area. He goes, you need to check that out. And then there was a lady that said we needed to check out the railroad tracks where the boys were murdered
Oh yeah.
or
Yeah.
killed, suicide. But
Yeah.
Suicide.
Suspicious circumstances.
yeah. Well, that's the one
I know at our
that
table we had a lot of
Carol
people.
was on.
Yeah.
At
The
our table, we
case.
had a lot of people come up to death, but I had that mic array going on. It picked up
Yeah.
everything. And it,
Yeah.
actually, I could hear you on the other side of the room sometimes.
Well, I'm loud anyway.
You got like you got an outside voice.
I do. I do. It's the deafness.
Outside voice, inside, yeah.
The deafness. I blame the deafness. And growing up with a deaf mom. I'm always loud. My oldest son is always loud too, because he was raised by her while I was going to school and working all the time. So he was pretty much around
That's the
her
way you
all the
are.
time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's fun.
Yep. And everybody's like, I'll stream through here and you can hear me echo on his mic because he sits like 20 feet away from me. And they're like, why are you echoing? Well, it's because I'm loud.
Because I'm loud.
It's because I'm loud and his mic is catching my voice. I'm sorry. So I'm trying to go like this right here and get real quiet. But then I get all excited and I get loud again.
Yeah, I do this thing. I got a big mouth, and I'll go out to call patients back for their exams, and I'll say their name, and then they're like, "Did you say blah blah blah?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I couldn't hear you," and then everybody around's like, "What?"
How did you not hear
not
him?
hear
I
him?
said, "Were you artillery or flatline?"
Right?
That's funny.
Oh my gosh. Because he works in the VA.
Too funny though.
Oh
Anyhow.
my gosh. But don't we have some pictures and stuff we can show and share to everybody so they can
Yeah,
see
we
what
do.
they can look forward to next year?
No.
And you have to go next year.
Yes.
And
Because we will
come
all
down
be
and
there
see us.
again.
Pam is on the control.
That one up in the top right was not there. And now there was the one on the bottom left.
Oh yeah. Those two. They should have been X'd out.
Yeah.
They weren't there.
Yeah.
No, they weren't. But Debbie was, and Ken was, and Martha, and Keith, and that awesome couple right there, Adrian and Tina, and Robert Swain, and Miss Pate.
I love Robert's presentation.
Bigfoot was there too. I thought I saw him
He's
back in the
so
corner.
good. You know, the two
And,
that weren't there, it worked out because it allowed longer time for some of the others to speak.
Yes,
and
it did.
It worked out really well.
It
So
did.
they were not missed.
And I have to tell you
That sounds
guys,
rude,
if you
but-
have
They were not
problems,
missed. that
If you have
sounds terrible.
I did. I didn't mean it that way, but you know what I mean.
if you have problems hearing, what's in the
just
back?
came out,
I
Pam.
said it with a smile.
Oh my
By being absent, they allowed others to.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a much
prosper
better way
even
to put
more.
it. Thank you,
There you
Jen.
Yes.
Thank you for
You
saving my
gotta
heart
go,
there.
Gotta go PC here. You know?
But I will tell you guys, if you are hard of hearing, you want to sit in the front. So get there
Oh, definitely.
early
Yeah.
because it does pack up. There are no seating.
Oh yeah.
There is no seating.
And I think it
There's
holds.
chairs
By,
up front, but everybody's afraid to sit in the front. I'm not.
well, they're afraid they're going to get asked the question. You know, just like school.
Right?
That's
Right?
funny.
Right? Exactly. Well, I know there was some people saying that they couldn't really hear anybody in the back because of all the conversations that were going on in the back. Because you have all the speakers right there in that one little area that's next to where the speakers are. And people are trying to have conversations with the speakers that aren't speaking yet. And I can understand that. I would want to talk to them too. But at the same time, you want the action, you need to get near the front.
Yeah.
Oh,
don't
yeah.
complain
Well,
either.
One thing
I
they,
would stand at the back to see
Yeah.
that if I could hear. So
Yeah.
I could hear them, and I'm hard of hearing.
I heard.
even though I have my bionics in, but I like to. I'm like Jamie Summers, but not quite that bad. Never mind.
well,
Fun.
I
You
stood
might
in the
not be
back.
old enough to know who Jamie Summers is. So
But
Anytime
Karen
for
said,
Mary.
Pam, way to make him feel welcome. I'm so sorry. I didn't
Oh.
mean it mean. I'm sleepy. I'm blaming it on that.
Hey,
Or
Adrian,
for the speakers that missed.
what you could suggest, Adrian, for next year, that opening between the two rooms is not very big. They could get a freestanding, like curtain drapery
Yeah,
type thing.
we thought about getting the little barriers, but if you notice, there were quite a few times that there was standing room only, and people are
Oh, yeah.
standing in that room.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they don't want to block that off for that reason. And
Plus, there's a staircase.
So
that
would they
goes
have,
into that room.
about 70 chairs maybe in there, roughly?
Oh.
they
There's
they
quite a
said how
few.
many? There's more than that. I think
Is
there's
there?
100
Okay.
chairs in there.
There's quite a
Almost
few.
100 chairs in there.
Almost-
Because you got the chairs on
yeah.
the side too.
We could get a remote speaker and put it towards the back, and that might help.
Oh,
So-
good
Yeah.
point. Face
And all I
it
gotta do-
towards-
All I got to do is get a monitor and run it back, because that soundboard can do that. Maybe I'll do that for next year.
Okay.
Put it right underneath somebody's seat.
Oh, then they get surround
Scared the
sound.
mess out
You
of
can
them.
feel the presentation.
Especially those
Feel
EVPs.
the
Oh my gosh.
my
Oh,
God.
Polar Nights.
Oh,
How
Tina
are
said-
you?
Tina said there was 89 chairs.
Nice.
All right. 89.
Karen, yes, I am going to get rested up for this Saturday.
I wish I could go, but my grandbaby's dedication is Sunday,
Aw.
and I will be going down Friday and Sunday because I have
Nice.
yet to see her again since she was born.
Well, congratulations on that as well.
Oh,
everyone.
thank you.
To everyone.
Shaw's
Yeah.
new. What is she going to call you? Do you know yet? What you
I
gonna
have
go
no
by?
idea. Whatever she calls me.
So
I said
you need
Maul,
grandma.
Nana, Mamaw.
Well,
Ag-
she's
Amy.
going to start talking to you like that next week or two, right?
Who knows? Who knows? But those
Yeah,
little chunky cheeks, I got to get my kisses.
Tina answered me, nope, Ken. I guess that was when I said, what, 70, 75 chairs? And she said,
Yeah, and she's at 89.
I got it.
Wow.
Okay. Thanks, Tina.
She's gonna call Shaw Scream Mall.
Scream
I
off.
like that.
I like-
That's good.
That's funny.
That is. I like that. Scream Mall.
I like that better than be quiet.
I know, right? Grumpy Poo said he's going to try to make it all the way from Scotland next year.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
right on.
That would be awesome.
No.
That would be
That's-
absolutely
Since we said
awesome.
we had to go out to his place. He's
Yeah,
saying
we gotta
he's
go to
gonna come out
Scotland.
ours. Okay.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need to. We need to do that. That would be cool.
Hey, this picture here is the
Definitely.
front of the MacArthur Museum, and that tower up the very top is where I was saying we got to investigate. There's supposed to be a lot of activity goes on up there,
Oh, nice.
and it was neat being up there. But like I said, we didn't really experience anything while we were there. It could have been just a night. You know how it goes. Even the most haunted place has its boring nights, and
Yeah.
that's probably what I hit.
And they
Well, not
weren't
only
on
that-
video that night.
You see stairs, but it is handicap accessible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is an
Oh.
outside.
Yeah, there's
elevator.
a elevator to
inside.
the side.
And
Yes.
then there's elevators inside as well. So
Yep.
it's pretty.
So it
pretty
is
good.
handicap accessible for anybody that has problems like myself with my knees, or if you're
Or
If you're one-legged.
if you're a one-legged lady like Pam
if you're
or
lazy like
man.
me.
Y'all, I don't know if you saw my Facebook page, but my youngest granddaughter, she's
I saw it.
almost 10 months old. And I took my
Saw
leg
it.
off today to put a sock inside of it because it wasn't fitting correctly. And apparently she's never seen me without my leg on before. And she just sat there with her mouth open. I got a picture of her. She's like,
It was so cute.
I saw that. It's
Well,
like,
that is pretty amazing.
What
It's
are
like the
you
equivalent of Grandpa
doing?
pulling their teeth out, you know?
that was
Yeah.
a cute.
It was pretty funny. She's a cute kid. All right.
Oh,
Who's
I know
that?
that person.
Who's that guy?
Me.
And look, it says
Look at-
Oklahoma.
He's looking all
In my,
serious too.
Oh, therefore,
He
it
was
fits.
lost.
Yeah, it fits.
He was lost.
Me and
that's
my
all.
investigation shirt. I like it.
Yep.
I was telling Debbie that we should get some either tie dye or some bright colors, like a hot pink color.
There you
Something
go.
bright.
That'd be cool.
Mhm.
Sunday, I kept saying people were
Look at
coming.
those crazy people.
People would come up and I go, they're like, "Who's the other guy?" I said, "Well, he's got a yellow shirt." Then I realized, wait a minute, you're not wearing a yellow shirt on Sunday.
Not on Sunday. Nope.
And
That's,
you had-
that's a screenshot from the news.
It is.
It is. We were talking. I was trying to get us all where we had our like a smile on our face, and I could not stop it because Ken was talking.
And Pam had her mouth
kind of
wide open.
smiling, and Pam's you're smiling.
Yep. Ken was talking and explaining some things, and that's the what they put on there, and we were, yep.
And of all things, I think I was saying, paranormal investigators, the best thing is that you
You get
learn
to
what to
exercise,
do. You get to learn what to do, but you also get to learn what
What not to
Not to
do.
do.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I was saying there, and
Which is probably
So-
why I was laughing.
Yep. Yep. That was awesome.
it was a good time.
Yep.
It was.
And
That was-
I got to get a shorter banner.
Well, it wasn't really made for that.
No, it was made to be up. So maybe we should get like the stands for it next year.
Yeah, I
Something-
think that would be-
something specifically designed to be on a table. Yeah. No,
Yeah. No, that's designed to be hung up behind us.
So it was the Mo table.
It's the Mo.
But Adrian was running back and forth, hanging out with
Yeah.
us and doing
yeah,
some live
I
streams.
kept-
So
I-
it was fun.
No, I'm not as busy as Rhonda is, but I'm running around a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. Because he's
Yeah.
in charge of the sound and everything.
Yeah.
Got to work. It worked out.
It did.
Look
Oh,
at
look, I'm talking to people.
And there's Debbie.
Oh, that's Kim.
When did you get over your
That's
shyness?
Kim.
Oh, it is Kim, isn't it?
That's
Oh, I didn't
Kim
even
and her
recognize
daughter,
her.
and I don't know who the guy was.
That's cool.
I didn't even have to. And then there's Debbie.
Yay.
Part of the Geeks Paranormal and Exploring the Paranormal Perspective crowd. I was back and
Yep.
forth too. I went back and forth as many times as I could. I was stopped 9 times out of 10 talking to people.
Yeah. Well, luckily we were right across from each other, so
Yeah.
could zoom over really quick and jump in on stuff.
Yep.
Worked out really
My tongue
good.
made an appearance one episode.
Oh
That was-
god, yeah, it did it? That was Ghostbusters, I think. wasn't it?
Yeah. That was
I
the
was pretty-
Ghostbusters crew.
I was pretty shy. I don't think I talked to as many as you did. So,
Well,
You
and
look
I
at my
were,
face, I'm,
live
like,
for,
really
2
intense.
hours, Ken.
and we were. It
Yeah.
was,
At
that
one
was so
point.
much fun too.
Yeah,
Especially
it
the
was.
first one. That was amazing.
It was a
Yep.
good time.
Here's Rhonda posing with you too.
Yeah.
Yay.
She's amazing.
She
And, Of
is.
course, you have Heather, who is. I'm glad that she came back to MC the
Yes.
thing, being that she's now famous.
Right?
She
The
is.
famous
Tell us more.
actress.
It was funny
Really?
that this lady comes up to me when I was working the computer, and she said, "That lady talking between everybody, she looks just like that new girl on Expedition X. Is that the new girl on Expedition X?" I'm like,
Yep.
"Yes." She goes,
That's
"Oh, I
so
need to
cool.
talk to her."
Yep. I was like, is Heather here? Like, yes, Heather's here.
How fun.
That's funny.
Yep. And that's
cool.
Rhonda's daughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she said, I was like, "Okay, and next year you're going to speak, right?" She goes, "No."
No.
She said she can't talk that long without cussing.
A
Oh no.
girl after my own heart for friendship.
But that's all right. She's great. She's great. I
Yeah,
hope
she
she
is.
does.
I got
I
so
hope she
lucky
does.
with
That'd be great for her to
photobomb
talk.
you guys on the left. That was pretty cool.
Oh,
So is
great.
Heather Josh Gates' new girl?
Yeah, on Expedition X, yeah.
Sorry. Let me go back one.
Oh no, that's right.
Oh wait.
You
Oh,
can't.
you mean leave it? Yeah, no, I can, but I'm like looking. I've got 2 screens, and I'm like trying to run it off the screen of our
And there's some
podcast instead of this one.
fantabulous human beings right there.
Yay!
Adrian and Keith Age.
Mr. Age.
And I'm
Sweet.
super sad because I missed both times that he show the
I know, me too.
one of the bourbon spirits.
Yes. So
How was it?
it was okay. It's a little different than some of the other shows, but it was pretty good. I can't wait to see some of the other things because he showed me some of the stuff that's coming, and I'm
Mhm.
like, oh yeah, that's pretty awesome. So, but he showed the the first episode that'll be airing on, I guess,
Cool.
YouTube channel.
Oh, sweet. When is he going to air that? Do you know?
He said during the show. I mean, I don't remember now. He
Okay.
said, I think he might have just said coming soon. I think it's
okay.
but it's real soon.
I asked
Cool.
Robin about, the interview that we had done. She goes, it's going to be used. I don't know how it's going to be used yet, but it will be coming out soon.
Soon.
Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, we'll be famous
I'm like,
again.
That is really cool.
Oh, Tina said no date yet.
Right. Yeah, that is really cool. I was talking to Robin about that. I think he was giving his talk at the time.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, I was trying
Yeah.
to scroll down over there. Okay, there we go.
And there's Ken Gerhard.
Yeah, Ken Gerhard,
Yeah.
cryptozoologist. I actually have one of his books here.
yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, some awesome book.
I believe that is Amy. I think that was her name.
Oh
His
yeah,
girlfriend?
his girlfriend.
She's
Mhm.
super nice. They're both super
Yeah,
nice.
she is.
Yep. Very nice.
And
Talked to
she
them.
is also his manager, isn't she?
Yes. Yes, she is his manager.
Cool. Cool
Who's
deal.
talking? Oh, that's Ken talking back there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to. If you'll see them, and then you'll see
Like, look at that
Shotgun
packed
people.
house.
The group.
yeah.
He always
There's
has a
people on
packed
Twitter
room.
for some reason.
Well, and that's just is that the whole room or is that half the room?
That's the
that's
whole
a-
room, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, that was the whole room. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
see.
whole room except for the side chairs where you see that foot.
Yeah.
And then they're standing.
the
Like,
chairs
look
over
at that person standing. There were people standing in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in the far corner right there at the edge of the stairs, there's a couple chairs there too. But yeah.
Pretty cool. There's Debbie
Yeah, there we go. Those three guys come every year. I have seen them every year, and every year they come by. They're like, "Hey, how y'all doing? It's good to see you again this year."
Awesome.
Yep.
Debbie had standing room only too. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And you can see
She did. I
where,
got lucky. Found a chair.
yeah. And she does two different. I think the first one, the first day she did on underwater.
Yeah.
Underwater UFOs. Yes. The
Yes.
book. Oh, I got her book, and
Oh yeah, I got
my
mine here,
daughter.
too. There
My
it is.
daughter was reading
That's
it.
the one that Tina's got. I think that's the one Tina's got too.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Yep.
I think so.
It's alien colonization of Earth's waterways.
Yes, my daughter was actually reading some of it. She goes, "Mom, this is pretty interesting."
Cool.
So, and my
haven't even had a
10-year-old.
chance to Nice.
And we're hoping to have her on next week. Hoping to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Waiting for
hopefully
her to answer.
Miss Debbie can be here.
If
Fingers
not, she can talk to us again. Yay!
Yay!
Right?
Because
Woohoo.
next week is our last show, isn't it?
It
Yeah, for
is.
the year.
Wow.
Yep.
Mr. Pat Fitzhugh.
That's an awesome.
Every
I had
year
to- I had
he's
to put
like,
that one
we gotta have a serious one and we gotta have a funny one.
in.
Every year.
That's hilarious.
Now, Pat, it's so funny because he is the interest in the Bell Witch, because he always had a room full of people, and they eat it up, and they have questions and answers really good at the end. And he does a lot of audience participation thing too, because he asks questions and waits for the answers and stuff. It's pretty good. So.
And some of the
That's
stuff that you may not know, he is really into true crime stuff. I had him on one of my shows where he was helping me out with the true crime that I had researched. And I told him, I said, come on in, let's do it.
Cool.
And he had so much interesting stuff that he researched and found on that it was just, and he goes, anytime you have any other ones that I know of, let me know. I'll be on.
Yeah. No, he's a great guy.
Pat was telling me, I talked to him for a little bit, and he said, I've been researching the Bell Witch for over 40 years.
Yeah.
And he said he's about ready, I think, to put out a second book or another book.
But he revises his book.
But I think he
every
said
so
he's
often.
going to add some new stuff and create another book pretty soon. So
he's you throw some obscure Bell Witch something at him, and he knows about it. Yeah. He knows all there is.
And he told me too. He said I said, what got you started with this? He said,
Mhm.
I think it was his mom or his
Yeah.
grandparents or something
This is mom.
told him the stories about it when he was growing up, and he got fascinated with it and just took off from there. Yep.
Because he's
Yeah.
a history buff, and when he
Yeah.
realized that the people were actually real people that he could research, we actually Ken and I did and I don't know, were you in on that one, Shaw?
I
On
was
the,
in for a moment and in the intro, and then King came back, and I told him, "You can have the chair," because somebody was at my table,
Yeah,
and I
yeah, he
rushed
came
over to
over.
my table.
And
He
you
came
were
over and
doing
chatted with us.
you were doing so well, Pam. I said, just go ahead. So I got up and
Oh, that's right. You
went and
ditched
talked to
me,
somebody
didn't
else.
you?
I did. I mean, you guys were just talking. I'm like, this is great. So
Well, one history buff to another history buff.
let you guys
Right?
know it. So,
Absolutely.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Pam's going to be doing the first Sunday of my show in February. We're going to do the
Yep.
Girl Scout murders.
Yeah. Council Grove.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay,
Well,
that
she's
Girl Scout
researched
getting
that.
murdered, and Girl Scout doing the murder.
No, Girl Scouts that were murdered
They were
The Girl Scout
murderers.
camp murder.
Oh, right,
in
making sure.
Oklahoma.
It was for
Yeah,
a cooking
okay.
badge.
Not quite.
No,
Ken,
I don't know.
I'm not even sure I can save you from that one. You saved me earlier, but I don't know if I can. I don't know
No.
how.
Okay, whatever.
I don't know what you're
Well,
talking
we'll
about.
back down. Okay,
Well,
it's gone. It's
y'all will have
gone
to
now.
tune in February and find out.
It's gone now.
Yeah, it's a really fascinating
It
story. And
is.
I remember when it happened. I was pretty young, but I remember it. 'Cause it was
Robert
scary.
and Cal
That's
and,
kinda
and
sad.
Pat again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is in that one.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I love Robert's presentation on Bigfoot, and I like his his stance. It's a flesh and blood creature, and yeah.
I did ask him last year what his thoughts were on UFOs and Bigfoot, and he said no.
Yeah, no, he's saying that it's a primate. It is a flesh and blood creature of Earth, and it's just really, really, really elusive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to encounter them.
And he just came out with a new book called Arkansas
Yes, he did.
Bigfoot. Just
I have not had
very
Oh,
recently.
I will have to read it.
I
Yeah.
got it right over there, and I
See?
haven't read it yet.
Nice. Very cool.
Ah, yeah.
Of course, we're really entering into the busy season right now. It's just something to do every day.
That's
Yeah.
why we close it out
Yeah.
during the holidays.
Yeah.
All right.
There's
Martha?
Miss Martha.
She's been on the show.
She has. She is
well,
cool. She
actually,
hung out with us a lot.
Yeah, she did.
They've all been on the show.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
Except for Ken. Ken hasn't
Except
been.
for Ken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And whenever you invite him, he's like, oh.
Yeah.
Martha's got some great stories.
She does. We have got to make it out to the Hill House. We've just got to.
Sure. One of my team members, Mike, he's been there and he said it's just an absolutely incredible place.
Oh.
Which, Martha's got some great stories from there too. So
yep, we'll have to do it.
She's waiting for us to go.
she is.
There's Miss Pate.
Yep.
That woman, no, oh my gosh, the energy. I was talking to the lady, Katarina?
Cat.
I was talking to her about it, and she was like, if she feels that you are right, she will be on your show.
Mhm.
And then when I talked to her about the situation, whenever I was talking to the other patrons that came in, talking about the two boys that were that had been found on the tracks, she said, if you want to talk to Miss Pate about it, you can talk to her. So she came up to me when the crowd was kind of less, because she always has crowds at her table. Always.
Oh, yeah.
When she's there, she's got crowds at her table. And she goes, she's doing pretty good right now, and there's not a crowd. You might want to go talk to her. So I did. And it was funny because every year she'll have a smile on her face, but this year it seemed like she smiled at me more than I remember her ever smiling at me.
I've never really talked to her. The pleasantries as we passed, that's about it.
Yeah.
I've never talked to her.
She,
Not that
I want to
just-
watch that season because I watched one episode and I was like, oh my gosh. It
I was
seems
gonna
so
try to get in to listen
interesting.
to her, and I didn't get a chance to.
As soon as she sat down, we made eye contact, and I made gesture like what happened? Did you know it was going to happen? And what's the other guy look like? And she
Oh,
said
with her
she
shoulder.
knew something was going to happen, but she didn't realize it was going to be that. And she tripped over something, and then the way she fell, she hit her arm.
Oh no,
Oh,
I didn't know what happened.
That's why it was in that
Darn
sling.
it,
So
that stinks.
One thing I did learn about Carol, though, or from Carol, is I need to give me a big high throne type seat. I want a big high throne seat with a footstool so I can
Right,
sit
and
above
people to
people,
carry it for you.
be comfortable.
She's got some.
Oh,
She's got some excellent helpers that really
yeah,
look
she
out for
does.
Oh yeah, she's got people, that's for sure.
hmm
the other thing before she got there, I was talking to Kat, and she was looking over, and Pam, I don't know if you remember this or not, but from my angle, I couldn't see the full name on their banner there. All I saw was Carol Pate Chick Center, and I made the comment, and she goes, "What did you just say?" I said, "What is this? What is this Chick Center?" She goes, "Chick Center? What are you talking about?" So she walks around in front. She goes, "Oh my God." And I'm like, I can't see the first two letters from where I was sitting. That's all I saw.
Funny.
So
Chick dinner. That's funny.
I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be a fun afternoon. I told her.
It was great.
Not that there's any problem with that.
Where Carol's seated, she was right between our table with the A.M.O.K and then across from where Shaw was with EPP. So it worked out really good.
And we get a lot of people coming in and talking to us while they're waiting on her.
Yay.
Yeah, those guys are awesome.
They are so
pretty
cool.
funny.
Yeah, they're hilarious. And we actually had Ken got them to come sit down and talk to us. And they do a lot of really good stuff. We learned some really cool stuff. I didn't realize that the Ghostbusters is actually a nationwide group where there's chapters out of it. And they just happen to be the Central Arkansas chapter. Never even realized that.
Yeah, me neither.
You go to Comic Cons, you see them there. They do other events and stuff, and that's pretty cool. So
they do a lot of things for children too, and that just amazes me.
Yes, and everything they do, all the donations go to Heroes and Angels. I do remember that, which is really cool. And they do birthday parties, and they'll go to hospitals to visit people. All kinds of cool stuff.
Chick Center, just like that, Ken woke up and was all happy.
And check this out. When we went up to their table, see those really large cards that are, I think that guy's name's J Paul. Does that sound right? The guy sitting in the center, the big cards that he has, they'll hold him up and test people's ESP ability. Shaw got 5 in a row.
Oh yeah,
she did, and they were like, "We're pretty sure that might be a new record."
Wow! Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Did they hook you up to electrodes?
No. No, thank God.
Hey, well, women are always correct on those things. It's the guys that get zapped, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was pretty shocked because I was like, no, I'm going to get it wrong.
You did great. I didn't get any of them right.
And it was funny because the last one I said, I'm going to get that wrong. And I got it wrong.
You know what? We had stood there and talked for like 10 minutes in between that card before and then that last card that we did. So it may have just kind of broke the magic down.
Broke the magic.
I think one of the questions I asked them was, do you get, when you pay for your, I guess your license or whatever you want to call it, to represent the Ghostbusters, do you have to pay for your own stuff or do you get it as part of the package? They said, nope, they have to save and pay for it.
Yeah, they get, and had a long interview with them last year that posted on the A.M.O.K. I was like almost an hour long just with them. So it's pretty fun. Yeah, they're great. They were great people. Just super I like it because they have the serious look, but they don't take themselves seriously.
No, they don't. I was over there for a moment and they had said something and I'm like, really? And she goes, no, he's pulling your chain.
Yeah.
But he has like this most stoic, serious look on his face when he said it, and I was like,
Yeah.
Yep.
"Wow, okay, yep." He reminded me of my
They're
son
sick,
Warren.
it's got to.
My son Warren's the same way. He'll sit there and cut a joke, and you're like, "Wait."
Deadpan it.
Yeah, he deadpans everything. It's like, son, I can't take you seriously.
It's funny.
He
Here's
gets
just
it
kind of
from
a-
Justin.
Oh,
Aw, look at all of
Look at the
us.
yay! I had to
Wonder
put in
she-
Robin and her dog.
Yeah.
Did she ever get
Well, it
that
wasn't her
dog?
dog. I was almost her dog.
Almost her dog. She
Yeah,
really
He
wanted
said
the
she
dog,
could have it.
They had a puppy adoptions there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
which was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, they were rocking around with the adoptable doggies, and they were all so cute.
And there
Well,
were
it's
some
so
people
funny.
that were cosplaying. And go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know. I've known Robin for years. I've never seen her melt so fast.
Right?
She saw a puppy and then she just melted into goo.
That's so fun.
Yep.
But no, there were people cosplaying. This guy walks in dressed up like a Yip Yip off of
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Sesame Street, and I was immediately like, Yip Yip, and he even had the mouth fixed. Where
Yep.
you could get it. It was
Yep, yep, yep,
hilarious.
yep, 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 yep,
Yeah.
yep.
I did not see the Yip Yip.
I
Did he
wonder
not
if he
make
did
it
not
on?
go over that way.
He was there for a while.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I did
His
not
son, his son's next to him in like the Robin Hood outfit, and he was just like, "Oh my god," the whole time.
I never could figure out what it was because he never faced me.
Really?
Aw.
Oh, I saw him
All I
across the
kept
room, and I was
seeing
like,
was-
"Yip Yip," and he was like, "Yes, somebody knows who I am."
I just saw the blue cape or the towel. I kept calling it. It's like
A towel.
I don't know what it was. So
It's fun. Nope, it was a Yip Yip, or he was a Yip Yip.
Oh, Tina, I need to let you know that ghost you sent me, I gave it to my daughter, and it glows in the dark.
Oh yeah, right on.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. She goes, Mom, did you know it glowed? And I'm like, no. She goes, look. And she shined her light on it, and then she cupped her hand. I was like, oh my gosh, it's bright.
Nice.
It glows in the dark.
We got some more.
I swiped these pictures. I think Pat took these maybe, but he got some pictures of there's outside vendors there.
Yeah, there were so many outside vendors this year.
a
It was
lot.
awesome.
I never got to go stroll around. I was
I
always
didn't
afraid to
either.
be away from the stuff too far.
Yeah.
But when I did, as I was packing up stuff and they were packing up stuff, I asked a couple of them how well they did, and they did pretty good. So
Good.
good. Apparently, well, the first day it rained.
Yeah.
in the
Every
morning.
year.
Yeah. So, but they did good regardless. So that was yay.
My
So-
advice is if
awesome.
you are going to outside vend anywhere, make sure you have one like that white one with the windows on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that you can roll down for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
And
yeah,
then
help
Son
you
of
get
the
more
Barbecue,
comfortable.
they
Prepared.
were back. The barbecue place was back.
That was awesome. Their banana pudding is to
So
die
good.
for. Oh
is
my
really good.
gosh.
And I want some now. Thanks for bringing it up. We have.
I'm sorry.
Awesome.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah.
Their cheesecake was good too. Their loaded fries with the barbecue and jalapenos, and oh my gosh, so good.
Nachos were
Nice.
good. Yep.
Can't
Mhm.
remember. Oh, yeah, there's the last one. That was the night. That was right before we left to head back
Yeah,
home.
that's Sunday night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we went to Texas Roadhouse.
yeah.
It was
And-
packed, but it was awesome. I brought back steak for my husband, and he forgot it in the refrigerator, so I gave it to my daughter.
How funny.
Yeah. I enjoyed my dinner.
I
did
did
not
too.
enjoy my dinner the night before.
I did not either.
We had dinner at Camp David at the hotel, and
Mm.
there was how many were at the table? There was
Oh,
13 or 16.
13, I think.
13, I believe.
Yeah, and
at least 13. Yeah.
one side of the table was fully done eating before the other side of the table even got to their plate.
Yeah.
It was.
terrible.
We were there a good 2.5
And
hours.
they knew about it before we were even supposed to be there.
Was it 3.5 hours? Oh,
Yeah.
And they brought out entrees before they brought out apps. They brought it was terrible.
was pretty
I
rough.
think they brought some food up before they even brought the drinks,
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
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 They did.
and things were kept getting messed up, and it was pretty rough. But
It was a bit of a
we
shit show
all got food, whether it was
eventually.
correct
Tina
or
says
not.
there was 16
Oh,
at the
16.
table.
Okay.
Wow.
So at least
But yeah, it was a it was a nightmare. Those people, they got caught with their pants down. They were not ready for. When I walked in and said we have a reservation for 16, and they're like, "What? What do you mean reservation? With
Yeah.
who?"
And they
I
knew
said, "Here."
about it.
So
after,
they were not prepared at
yeah,
all.
that's
So,
on them. That was totally on them.
but on
And
the
then
flip
poor
side,
Ken, he had a remember he had the bread tie in his salad.
oh yeah, he had the
God.
little square bread tie thing was in there. He tried to eat it though. I mean, there are teeth marks in it.
He was like, I thought it was a
He
crunchy
gave it
tomato.
he gave it the good college try.
Well, good thing he didn't finish eating it.
No
That's all
It
right.
would have hurt coming out.
Or good thing he didn't break a tooth on it. Goodness.
But
Oh
then
my
again, we had
gosh.
a good the next night there at Texas Roadhouse. And should you ever
Yeah, we
want to
did.
take us out to eat, Texas Roadhouse is good. All right,
Yes,
happy with that.
Summer was our waitress, and
Fantastic.
she was fantastic.
He really was.
So good,
I had
yeah.
to sing her praises to the manager, so it was pretty good. I enjoyed
Good.
it.
Yeah,
She
it was
deserved
really
it.
good. She did. She deserved every tip she got from every one of us.
Mhm. She
No.
did. Okay.
As a server myself,
Right?
she was
There we go.
good. The
No,
reservation was actually for 20.
but yeah, I really, really enjoyed the expo every year.
Yeah.
Just because, well, for ADD me, there's just so much going on everywhere. So I can,
Yeah. Shiny scroll, shiny scroll, shiny scroll, shiny scroll.
yeah.
Yeah.
He could come slide over for a minute. Hey, everybody, we're going live. I'll see you after a while. Zoom, and he's
Yeah.
off again. Works out perfect.
Same.
I
I
thought-
come
I
over
knew-
when I
I
didn't
thought
have anybody
that-
at my table. Be like, hello.
and actually, yeah, and all that live stuff was going great. I was able to watch some of that as I was doing and stuff. I think it's great. Although there was the church mishap, but
Oh my
but that's
God,
okay.
that's so funny.
That was
I'm sorry,
me.
Adrian,
That
but
was
it
me.
was
Sorry.
hilarious. But the cool thing is that we were talking about NDEs,
Yeah.
We were without
near death
the
experiences, and so it was kind of apropos, but it was on the
Ish.
wrong show.
I mean, you're streaming to two A.M.O.K channels and the church.
and so we just got them all, didn't we? My bad. I did that. So sorry.
And I thank you for the compliment when we did switch and we came back. I said, and that was an example of an NDE.
Yeah, no, that made me laugh hard. That was funny. You said things that made me laugh. I chuckled, but that one actually got from the gut. I thought that was great.
So funny.
Every once in a while, I sneak one in.
No.
Pure
Oh my
panic.
gosh.
The pure panic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
like,
gosh. He was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I was just like, what's going on? And then Pam was like, we're streaming to the church. I'm like, what? Oh no.
That's all right. That's all right.
It's called bifocals, and Pam can't see that.
Well,
great.
it's a good
Really
thing I was
tiny.
not on and I did not say a wordy dird.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that the icons are really small. And
They
yeah,
are, yeah.
muck here, and here. You know, have the church stuff in between. EPRI thinks that I'm playing around all different things. I'm like, okay, well.
What was her name?
We will be changing from in the future from StreamYard to not really sure, but
A.M.O.K, something like
yeah,
that.
and I'll put more thought into putting things together.
Well,
We
yeah.
have a little bit to do it. We have a month and a half.
All right.
Wow, time has gone by so fast this year.
It has. This whole year's flown.
It has. I mean, it just seemed like yesterday. My daughter-in-law said she was pregnant.
Which
Now your grandmama.
Yep.
what number are we on shows?
This
Do we know?
is episode 44, I think, of
For this
year.
season.
Season 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at us go.
We
And
are.
episode 45 is your week.
Yes.
Yep.
So you have a plan. So
Our planned guest. Yeah, we have a planned guest. Hopefully she
Oh.
can make it. If she cannot, we may just do like a year-end wrap-up. Does that sound good?
yeah, we can do
Sure.
that. We can
All
we
right.
can yammer just about anything.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Always.
That we got down.
But yeah, hopefully Debbie will be on board and ready to come on because she's always got great stories. I
She's
love talking to her.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
And some of the weirdos. I mean, some of our wonderful guests and our listeners here are people out there in the billions, like UFO kind of weirdness too.
Yeah.
I like it.
Speaking of
I
UFO
like
kind of weirdness, I had somebody scheduled for the 10th and I had to cancel it for next season.
Oh man.
Nancy Thames, she's a DOD. She's a former DOD. She retired from the DOD and she wanted to talk about Blue Book, Project Blue Book.
Oh wow.
Ooh,
So maybe I could try to get her on here next year since we're expanding.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
that'd be really cool.
That would be cool.
Mhm. Yeah.
Is it talk about stuff?
Government.
Stuff. Yeah,
Government
government
stuff.
stuff.
Stuff that we're
Government
not supposed to
stuff.
know.
She's gonna let us know everything that she knows.
Yeah,
Cool.
maybe since we had that election thing
This-
going on, maybe the next president will let us know all the stuff.
Right?
Got to be careful of the pen. Shaw, can you look up here?
Uh,
Oh no, no flashy thing, Nate.
I don't have my.
I don't want to.
to.
I don't want to. There was one thing that I gotta say real quick because it was funny. I was talking to Miss Pate about what she went through, and then I was telling her about the true crime that I had saw and that I thought was probably really deep into some illegal stuff. And she goes, when I asked her to come onto the show, she goes, "Is it going to get me killed?"
No.
I said, no, I'm not dead." And she goes, "Okay, we'll see. You got to do this. And then I'll consider being on the show."
Nice. That's
Yep.
exciting.
That is exciting to have Miss Pate on the show. That would be amazing.
Be really, really cool.
Oh, that woman.
All right, folks. You know the drill. Come
Yay.
on back next week. Have a listen. Sit down. Chat with us. Talk with us.
To our
and
finale.
And
Woohoo.
what?
We
To our
still
finale for the
have-
season.
Our season finale.
We
It is the last
still
show. You gotta
have
be there.
a fundraiser going on for Where Pigs Fly.
Yes.
Yes.
Please check that out. The fundraiser
Oh, yeah.
is weekend.
We donated.
I
You
saw
can
that.
see
Thank
it
you
on
very much.
A.M.O.K. You can see it on my page. I'm pretty sure Pam and Ken have shared it.
For Paranormal. So yeah, a lot of different places it's advertised, or just go straight to the Where Pigs Flies.
Where Pigs Fly
they're-
Farm.
they're-
Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, Farm and Pig Museum. Yes.
Leroy would love it.
You can go straight to their page and donate, or there's the fundraiser we have is the raffles. So there's a number of baskets that are pretty they're put together really well, so for kids and adults. So yeah, if you get a chance, donate some funds, and it'll help feed the 500 plus rescue animals that she has on the farm.
That's incredible.
They really need it. They really need hay and food for the winter months.
I
So
have a set of scrubs that would go with your bat, Indiana.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, donate
Cool.
so Leroy can have food and the other farm animals can have food, and keep watching A.M.O.K. because we always go A.M.O.K.
Yes.
Ta-ta.
we're never normal. We're always happy.
Karen
Bye-bye and
posted
stuff.
the link.
Bye
Ciao.
guys. See you next